Figured I'd do a little demo, show off what I've accumulated so far, you know, toot my horn a little bit. Yeah, in all honesty, that's exactly what I'm doing. But, yeah, I've been working for a while with the buds. Occasional hackers or glitches, you know, things here and there that help. But, you know, constant grinding of import-export also accumulated a lot of money and helped me afford new garages, new cars, and we're going to take a look at them today. So, while I wait for some of my stuff to come around. So I've acquired a second garage. I have other garages in the city, but they're kind of my overflow garages in case I come across glitched vehicles. In any case, it's just a way to keep them separate so they don't bleed into my actual cars. But here's my main lobby of cars, my favorites. So I've got the Deluxo and the Vigilante, and you know what, the Autox, the Proto, and then some Benny's cars that are my favorites, right? The Banshee and the Elegy. The Elegy is technically the free car that you can get off the market for free, and then you can bring it to Benny's and enhance it so it looks kind of like a Skyline, which I dig. So, one of my favorites, but this car is so pretty. Hard not to like that car. And I mean, I like the Batmobile, but I feel like it's too plain. I feel like it needs to have more, like, actual details on it. I mean, yeah, it's got details, but it seems like different kinds of trim or whatever I think would look better than just the flat metal across it. I don't know. Maybe they just didn't want to get in trouble. Who knows? Second floor. It's all my Pegassi cars. So, kind of ranging from more expensive to least expensive. Or really in like oldness. Old and busted. New hotness. You know how it works. Then my last floor is kind of, I don't know, I guess you could call it other cars. I mean, I've got like my T20 that I got from Ivy, my homie, and then what's this one, the Cabrio, which I got from Nave. I kind of basically kept them the same as their cars, but just changed the colors. And then, you know, some cunning stunt vehicles, some other tuner. You know, this is a Benny's, but this is one that you have to steal off the street. But it's also another one that looks kind of got the tuner look to it. And this is another Benny's car that it's got crazy high suspension on it. It actually goes higher than that. It's got like the hydraulics. So those are my primary vehicles that I would, you know, take out and drive on the regular. My babies. But got our second floor garage as well. There's 3 garages. I haven't picked up the third one yet. Each garage holds up to 20 cars. So this is kind of like my 4-door collection slash for purposes of racing. As like, you know, this is like an armored 4-door for doing missions. And then I've picked up a car in each class in the racing. So if people are racing with custom vehicles on, you know, this is basically here, and let me get into it because it doesn't show what class it's in until you actually get into it. But it's a compact. So I have a compact, you know, and I have a sports car, and I have a sedan, and I have a whatever, that are fully tuned. So if I take them into a race, I'll have an advantage, right? You have the money, you have the advantage. So, second floor, my trucks. Don't really have a lot of trucks, but I may collect more. This is my first truck, one of my first vehicles ever, actually. Karen. I like it. It's very Back to the Future, you know. But this is one of the newer trucks, and I bought it because I was like, holy hell, that's a huge truck. And then because of the Avenger slash semi-truck MOC, you can convert certain vehicles into personal vehicles. So this is, you know, whatever it's called, the Insurgent. And then the last floor up here, you'll recognize a couple cars, I'm sure. Got the, what you call it, Dubsta. This is the Platinum Silver Dubsta or whatever, so I can sell that for decent money, or I could really actually drive it out in the open and find new ones, and I'd probably bring them up here and park them. And then this is a maxed out Elegy, or close to a maxed out Elegy, for stooping. Gotta have one, right? So, that's my, you know, primary selection of garages. I do have, like I say, 2 other garages out in the city here. So I have a garage in the apartment, and I have a garage over here in the warehouse district, and they both are kind of like what I would call my buffer garages. So, you know, I guess, what would you say? Kind of having a brain fart. Oh, like, when I do the dupes or whatever, that's where I'd bring those cars. So I don't, like I said before, I don't bleed them into these garages. So, you know, I don't have my motorcycles here because I have a motorcycle club. We'll take out the DeLorean here. It's a very nice car, I like it. And of course, it's got the ability to fly, which is awesome for those who haven't seen this or aren't huge into GTA. So, got that going for me, which is nice. Now I got my Avenger up here. I parked it on top of the building, because why not, right? Got too close to the ground, so it started to cling to it. But the DeLorean is cool, it's mobile, but it's just not fast. I had parked this up here because I had just kind of did a couple of upgrades, but I'm super poor, so I've only got like $8,000, and I'll probably lose that here at some point or another because I got to pay my bills. But for those who don't know, if you run out of money, the worst that happens is you can't use your mechanic to like summon cars to you, and like your lights turn off. So the Avenger is like a big floating war zone, if you will. You can like turn on like autopilot mode, so I could technically like go into the into the back portion of it while I'm flying, but I don't have a need to do that right now. Also transforms into a plane. And I mean, for the size of it, it's pretty agile. So also throughout the game, you buy your apartments, you buy all your shit, your cars, motorcycles, and then you could buy the CEO buildings, which I was just in. I have garages in there as well. You don't have to buy the garages in there, but you might as well. Makes it all closer to home. But you can also get motorcycle MC hangouts, which are kind of like clubhouses to run missions out of, but you can also get hangars. And I would recommend getting the hangar. Oh, I don't want to put that up. That's okay. If you get the hangar over here, it lets you actually land and park your vehicles in the military base, which if you don't, then, like if you don't buy the hangar out here, then you always get wanted stars when you fly over the military base. So that's why I say I recommend picking that up, just because it opens up more of the map. And then you can also do this. You can then turn, when you buy military vehicles in this game, they get thrown into a Pegasus service, which you have to call and order these vehicles, and they show up at certain airfields or places that you can fly them out of. But when you buy a hangar, you can turn those vehicles into personal vehicles and park them in your hangar. So I've got some jets, various airplanes with bombs or missiles and things like that. And then also other helicopters. There's my cargo bob, so I can haul vehicles with that, which is efficient for, whatchamacallit, what am I saying? Running your missions, hauling import, export cars, that kind of stuff. It's one of the newer planes here. So I'll pull out my fucking jet will be right there. Okay, no, good. So yeah, you got a hangar. You can run missions out of your hangar. It's kind of nice. You basically source goods, and then you sell those goods like you would with most other missions in this game. And again, for those who are unfamiliar with the GTA Online services, there are hangars in multiple places in 2 locations, and then they're like motorcycle club hangouts spread out all over the map. They're like CEO organizations all over the map. So they range in prices. If you like want the prime locations, it's going to cost you. And you can sell these locations for like a half price when you upgrade. So if you wanted to get a new one that's closer to home or not out in the boonies or whatever, then you could spend the extra money, but you're going to lose all the upgrades that you put into it over time. You have to pay for those again. So I would say it's not really worth it most of the time. So here's my MC hangout. For a long time, this was a great way to make money. You just run the missions in here. And for a crew of people, it's actually a good way to make money. If you had like 5 people all on at once, this would probably be the best way for them all to make equal money at once. So you got this hangout, you can drink, smoke, and do arm wrestling and play darts and whatever, all this stupid nonsense. And there's also a bed in here if you wanted like a gun cabinet, which is a great thing. I recommend to have one gun cabinet in any location. It lets you have a custom loadout, so you don't have to carry all your weapons with you. There are more weapons than you really want. And then you can run missions and do things out of here as well, like I say. And then also park all your motorcycles in here, which is great. So, I've got my Tron bike here. I've got quite a few different, I got my Pegasus, got my 4-wheeler, my dirt bike, my little Vaggio Sport. And then my Oppressor, which is the gliding motorcycle with rockets, essentially. So it's got wings on it, it's got a booster, it lets you fly. Well, essentially glide. And then it's also got rockets. And you could put a machine gun instead of rockets. That's the standard outfit, is the machine gun. But rockets are where it's at, of course. You need to research them to unlock that. And the research is done in the bunker, which is my next location. So, since I brought up the motorcycle, the plane is gone. You can only have one personal vehicle out at a time. But that's okay. We're going to head over to the bunker now. So, the motorcycle is pretty nice. The boost only comes back on when you touch down. So now that I touch down, you can see the booster kind of comes back on, and I can use it again. So, for the fact of the matter, it's kind of a nice vehicle for just repeat boosting on the ground. If you have a direct route, like I use the train tracks here to get through the mountains rather than flying over them. But if I had my plane, of course, I would fly. It'd be much faster. But for those who don't know this and who have saved money by buying the bunker and the facility that are on the other side of the map from the city, this is a great route to get over to them. Come on in the forest on the back side of the map. And there's a bunker over here. So the bunker allows you to sell weapons, sell and make weapons, and you can also research, you know, various weapons and upgrades for some vehicles, and the mobile operations center, which is that semi-truck, which is very similar to that Avenger plane I was flying around, the really big one, but it's just an armored semi-truck. And it'll be parked inside here, so you can see that. So this is something that is recommended for making money. You basically can buy stock, and then you get the supplies, and they turn it into weapon stock. Or they'll use the supplies to create research. So in here you can see I've been making weapons, and then we'll do a mission to sell those weapons. You can fill up this whole underground bunker. Here are the guys making the weapons. So you run missions out of the laptop here. You can have a bed, and you know, you could have a weapons cabinet here if you wanted to. I believe I have the gun range. Is it back here? So I could come here and do some shooting range stuff, mini games / practice, which is cool. But the all optional stuff, and then complete shooting range stuff to unlock items in here. So if you hadn't bought those weapons, you could go and pick them up here and have a limited stock of them, but you know, it's kind of like similar to the yacht, which I don't own. The yacht's a waste of fucking money. But yeah, it's a big area, and then you also have your armored MOC, your semi-truck in here, and then your dude that helps you maintain it. And then in the back of the semi-truck, I need to fix this, as we were using it for various duping purposes. But I can park a vehicle here and store it, and then this is empty right now because I didn't want to waste the money on it. But then here's like the mobile operation gun area. So people can sit back there and shoot while I drive around, and it's super heavily armored, which is nice. You know. But let's, what's up, dude? Get in here. So you can see this is the armored semi-truck. It's pretty cool. You can detach the back and drive just the front. And like I say, the front is super heavily armored. Like, you could just shoot rocket after rocket and try to blow it up, and it would be very difficult. But I have my facility over here, which is one of the newer things. So they first added CEOs, and then like the import-export stuff, and then they added the motorcycle club hangout, and then they did the hangars, and then they added, or no, then they added the bunkers, and then the hangars, and then they added this facility, which the facility is just for the new heist. Oh, that was interesting. Oh, there's a rock in front of me. So yeah, pretty much just for the Doomsday heist. Can't run missions, so to say, out of here, but you can run the Doomsday missions. Get on out. So the Doomsday heist was really fun. I liked the missions. I haven't played all the story mission heists, but I believe I did all the online heists, and they were relatively fun. I dig the like long story mission style gameplay. So as you can see, the Avenger is parked in here. You can do work on it in here as well. There's also 7 car slots up on the upper levels there that you can park cars in, which is kind of cool. And then you can come down here, and this is where the you launch the heist missions, but there's also like you get little trophies and stuff for valor from the IAA. I've got this mine and this submarine model for running some of the missions. I don't think you can go in those rooms there, no. And then this giant thing, this eagle clutching the world, is because we saved the world from Cliffy. You know? Like a snack bar. Got these. There's the jet. We'll go with the first person. So there's the rocket pack, because we did that. And there's the big missile thing at the end. And the satellite. Doomsday. Like, you fire the... what do you call that thing? Orbital cannon. There's an orbital cannon in here which you can use to devastate people with. It's super expensive, though, and I didn't purchase it. It's like $750,000 per shot, which is outrageous. Oops. So, yeah, I mean, the place is huge. I'll say that much. But a lot of this is just kind of like empty space, right? Full on snacks, but I could buy a soda. Buy that for $1. It's already open, dude. Why are you opening it? One drink. Peanuts. Chips. So yeah, pretty cool. I like it. The Doomsday was very fun. I think when we reset it, I will record it. That way it can be documented or whatever, our experience. I'm sure Dave will put together some movies and the whole thing. So you basically, you know, you have preparation missions and then setup missions, and then there's like the actual heist itself. So, pretty cool. I mean, I guess I wouldn't really call the Doomsday's missions like a heist. Like you would imagine a heist like stealing all the gold or the money or the diamonds. It was more like stealing technology and information. But it was still cool. Without spoiling it, I won't give you any details about it now, but it was very fun. Oh. So yeah, that's largely in whole my empire of GTA. As you can see again, I'm very broke. So it's just because I had just bought this Avenger and I just upgraded a bunch of stuff in it. I still need to pick up the main weapon systems as I don't really have any weapons in it right now. But that's okay. It's not really, you know, it's not for that, you guys. But I will say the nice advantage of having this thing, kind of like the MOC, is that you can summon it and it'll be a couple blocks away from you, but flies relatively fast, so you can get across the map really easily. Which I like. I was thinking about maybe just doing some import-export. Coffee's getting cold because I'm barely drinking it. So, cargo Bob's right down in front of me. Go into the Avenger service and engage the autopilot. And now I can just jump. My jeans are soaked. I know, if I didn't had to go under the bridge, then I would have just been closer to it. But that's okay. So yeah, the cargo Bob's got a hook on the bottom. Works great for moving things without potentially damaging them. So, as a part of the money-making ventures in this game, the things you want to do, like I mentioned, is at that bunker, you buy supplies because it's better than, it's more time effective than running the mission to steal the supplies. It's just 75,000, and then when you sell the supplies, you'll get like a little over 200,000. So you're making a profit either way. And then while you wait for that stuff to, you know, accumulate, you do these import-export missions. I suppose I need to be a CEO for this, so I'll disband the motorcycle club, and right there, register as a CEO. Just park my helicopter over here by my warehouse. So basically, I would normally start at my CEO tower there, but I have a warehouse over here as part of the import-export subdivision. You source cars and go steal them over at your CEO tower, and then you bring them here, repair any damages, and then you modify them and sell them to the highest bidder. So here in my garage, we got some cars that I've been stealing. Some of them got covers on them, that's just how it works. But, you know, here's a handful of cars. There's some bar back there. You can see one's bugged. It's on top of a different one. It's like, well, whatever. But come in here. Staff only room. You can sit down at the laptop. Oops. Come on. Log in. So here's your cars, you know. Got a whole bunch of cars. I'll sort by value. The top range ones. So, and then you could export. If I had more people, I could export more at once and make more money, right? So I'm going to get 40,000 for this right now. But when I export it, I have a few options here. Now, I don't have enough money for these ones, so I probably, you know, I probably shouldn't do this, right? Because it cost me 20,000. Yeah, so I might wait until my bunker's done. That's the thing with spending all your money, kids. Don't spend all your money, otherwise you can't do shit in this game. I could probably run missions, but... Oh, I'll show you what we can do to make some money quick. So as being a part of the CEO, we can... Oh, that's right. My cargo Bob is right here. And we need a buzzard. So you, for the CEO, can summon some vehicles for free. Just a buzzard. Right over there. CEO can, and the motorcycle club can launch certain missions. Hey, no. Yeah, I wasn't trying to steal your car, homie. So, Securo Serve, we'll do some VIP work. And there's one specifically called Headhunter, which is a great one to do. Earn some money here. So, Our client needs some people killed. So we can come over here. There's like 4 or 5 targets essentially. And they'll be in armored vehicles, so you just destroy them. You'll get some stars for it, but you know what, that's okay. Come on. Get that guy. Won't lock onto the guy I need. He's running away. Yeah, got him. Okay, so the next one's relatively close, right over here. And I recommend starting this mission near the bottom of the map of the city, because if you start it near the top half, they'll be way more spread out. Okay, so I know this guy, he's kind of tucked in these buildings here. So you gotta kind of whip around on this side of it specifically. A little too far. Got him. I ain't scared of these helicopters. I could use Lester's services since I've completed all the heists and call the cops off me, but I will refrain from that because there's no point in spending the money right now when I would just get stars again right away. Dead. Okay, onward. So I believe the only reason I have 3 stars is because I killed a cop at one point. Otherwise you just only have 2 from doing this. Got him. So that's $20,000 right there. You know, a decent chunk. But I don't think I can launch that back to back to back. There'd be like a cooldown on here, so let's take a look. CAO abilities, or not the work. So unavailable while on this job it says, but it's just because I think it hasn't. There we go. So yeah, another 5 minutes. So 5 minutes isn't too bad to wait. And you know, that whole way of looking at it, it's not a terrible time to wait, but you could come here and like source a vehicle. The only problem with sourcing a vehicle is it's going to cost a little bit of money to actually fix it. So I did that. I got paid $20,000, and then now I'm having to pay for some of my services there, so you can already see I'm at like 11,300. Gotta spend money to make money, right? But there's a bunch of perks to having, you know, a motorcycle club. You spend all that money to have a motorcycle club, and aside from running missions there, you can become a motorcycle president and then just summon any motorcycle literally right next to you with no cooldown. And you also get the ability to put a vehicle away, which is also a benefit because sometimes you want to maybe summon a plane, but you can't because your car is sitting right next to you. And it'll tell you you can't because you have a personal vehicle already. So you could, in all means, switch to your MC president, put the vehicle away, and then summon the plane. By all means, you could just become a CEO and summon the helicopter right next to you, and that would be that. Free, of course. But, so like, being a CEO, you get your little headquarters here that you can run the missions out of. You also get the assistant, which lets you summon personal vehicles from any of your garages. They'll be outside waiting for you. So that even means, like, my facility, which is all the way across the map, my motorcycle clubhouse. I could say, hey, yo, give me my, you know, oppressor. Which, again, would be pointless. I could just become an MC and summon it. But, you know, it's a benefit for these other garages that are really far across the map. She also gives you free snacks. which is huge because instead of going to the gas station and buying them and spending that money again, she'll just give them to you for free. So if you spend the money on the CEO stuff, get your free snacks there. And then there's also, you know, you can summon Pegasus shit, which, you know, I don't do it from her. I would rather you come to the elevator here and you get an option to, again, go to your garages or exit via vehicle. Chosen, you know, so you could just be like, oh, I want to leave with the cargo bob, and then you can go pick up your car. So let's take a look at that option here. Yeah, you can watch TV up here, you can look out the windows, it's all cool, whatever. I don't have the safe that's normally right here. So there's, you know, 3 types of things you can do in here. I don't have the special cargo. We do the vehicle cargo. And like I say, you can, there's multiple garages that you can buy to store cars in. This just happened to be the cheapest one. And I don't need to store, you know, more than 40 vehicles, because you can only sell a couple at a time, and then you have a cooldown, right? So you might as well sell, and then come and grab some, and then sell, and then go grab some more cars. Just kind of keep that cycle up. And then you can also do this kind of work. If you wanted to, like, unlock a discount for this, like, big rig, then you would do the mission here. And, you know, maybe we could do that. I guess I don't know what this would be like alone, so. Doesn't hurt, right? Trying to wait for time and make money. Make money the slow way because I spent all my money. I can't sell another car until tomorrow. But I don't want to because I'm scared. So, turn the radio off. We don't want to necessarily get any tags on shit that we don't have to. Super expensive to buy all ammo, but I don't need it. Okay, let's see how this mission goes. Oh, it's 2 to 4. So can I not do it alone? Yeah, huh. Interesting. It's kind of a bummer. So you'd have to try to make a friend if you wanted to do that. It's a shame. It'd be nice if it told you, oh, you need 2 players, oh, you need 5, you know. But I wouldn't mind doing that mission, this one, maybe this one. Probably this one over this one. I don't know. I probably don't need either of these cars now that I have the DeLorean. But yeah, so like I say here, you can, I gotta get up first. So I sit down. So there's all these vehicles, and so here, boom, 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 boom. Oh, man, I almost want that. So there's that truck, and I could reduce the cost by, you know, what, that's like $600,000. This one is almost $1 million. Crazy. So it's good to do those, that way you don't have to spend extra money. But, I guess, I could probably do another headhunter since I don't really need to source a car. And I don't have the... You can get a bed here too. But...
You're looking good. Really.
I hope that hasn't been bleeding into the microphone this whole time. That'd be silly. I have my speakers on apparently. So... Just go ground, I guess. Try to remember where I parked the helicopter. Pretty sure. Not on the roof. Boy, I'm yawning. Slept fine. Wow, I still have like 2 minutes left. Well, that was weird, like the sound is... The helicopter sound started way after I was flying away. Just waiting 2 minutes. I don't need to source a car, like I said. I don't want to waste time doing that shit. Probably by the time I even get in the garage and go to sell that one car. Well, I don't want to sell any more cars. That's right. Not even those Dubstas. But import-export isn't selling vehicles, so that's fine. Drink my coffee. Yep. I don't know. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of grinding, but it's fun. And interesting things happen. This game's pretty random at times. Even when you're like doing the same stuff over and over again, weird things will come up. There's always single player too. I guess I haven't really spent a lot of time doing that shit. Make another 20K. Yeah, and I mean, doing the headhunter mission as well is good practice with this helicopter. You could use the DeLorean, but it's just a good practice with a vehicle that I'm kind of terrible at, as you can tell by the way I'm fucking flying it around right now. Can't get a lock on those guys. I gotta swivel around this way. Change my camera back to this one. I think that's the guy, yeah, okay. It's almost like to be effective in some situations with the helicopter, you just gotta like get stationary again and start lobbing rockets into the little area that you're trying to hit. Because you point down and then you start flying forward if you have a whole bunch of speed, you know. way. There's always first person, which is probably very difficult as well. Or it could be easier. Lucky sons of bitches. Grabbing in circles around the airport. Making it really hard to hit. It's just hitting right behind him constantly. Not even driving that fast, missiles. Come on. Fuck's sake. Uh-huh. Alright, this is being really lame. Alright guys, you're being really lame now. Now they're going underneath. Even better. So dumb. Like, because of these turns, the rockets are just having a really tough time catching up with the vehicle because they slam into the ground before they finish the fucking turn. Even on the straightaway, it's like, can't seem to do it. Let's just fire in front of it then. Get right behind it. Yeah, finally it's gonna explode. Fuck's sake. What? Wow, okay. Rude. Can't type either. Because he's a rude hacker who just came in and just fucking ruined my time. You know, like, what am I supposed to do now? I'm in a fucking ball. I mean... It's so stupid that people do that shit. Like, so what should I do? Like, just wait out the fucking clock on the VIP work? Because I obviously can't, like, assassinate him. I can't do anything. This is so stupid. wow, this is just so stupid.
You fucking penis! You fucking loser!
Yeah, I'm just being harassed by some dude. I can't even fucking see anything now.
You fucking penis! You fucking loser! You fucking penis!
Just really dumb. I mean, should I try to kill him? I don't know if I could even shoot out of this thing. Much less, yeah, I'm not ever going to be able to see him. Right? Because in the middle of, like, some kind of Christmas tree box bullshit. Anyway, I gotta wait for the timer to end before I can fucking quit this session. Doubt I'm gonna be able to enter any buildings. Plus, it would take me forever to run over to one. You know, I'm definitely like inside a UFO, it looks like, with the flashing lights. And then there's some kind of ball, like a big blimp ball, and then a Christmas tree, and fucking like everything else to prevent you from probably doing anything.
Hey, you. It's been way too long.
Giving away its money. Shit cakes!
Okay, well, that kind of worked.
Fucking shit. Insane.
But I can't really see anything right now. Seems like this guy is up on top of the parking ramp thing here. It's really hard to tell where I'm at. You know, it's so fucking dumb. Again, can't really see anything. I mean, am I going down or up? I can't fucking tell. It's so stupid. Dude, you're typing in boxes, so I don't know what you're fucking saying. I have like 2 minutes left until... It's so stupid. It's so stupid that I die, you know, and this shit doesn't go away. Like, where... Wish I could tell where this fuck is. You know? So fucking dumb. I'm alone, it doesn't matter anyways. You know? I know this guy is like up in this like parking ramp, right? But... Oh, he's right fucking here. So... How come, like, before I could see... Kind of. And now I can't see it all. Holy shit. Can't believe I did it. Fucking stupid. You know, again, this is so dumb. Well, I guess, find a new session. Makes me just want to stop my stream. 'Cause I'm annoyed. The one thing for a player to be like trying to fuck with me, like just normally, but this guy's got to come in. I even know that he was in the fucking lobby, and then he basically just throws shit on me because I'm the only one in the lobby, and he's fucking disappointed he doesn't have anyone else to troll. Is basically how it turns out. He's some fucking 13-year-old child. You know, I don't know. It's just annoying that people get kicks off of ruining other people's times, like, instead of just trying to have fun the right way, right? Yep. It's probably my net limiter that's doing this to me, but whatever. But I'm still in my fucking thing. Wow. That's fucking stupid.
I didn't ask how bilious the kids are,
There's that fucking thing. Like,
You look so peaceful sleeping. Okay, all right. God.
No, it's all just a dream. It's all just a bad dream.
Where is he? That's so weird. Just in somebody's motel? I mean, that is just fucking ridiculous.
Earth?
I can't believe that shit.
You look like you need to pay for it.
Well, I'm gonna get in the vehicle. I'm gonna drive a little bit. I don't know.
You smell like weak old dog shit anyway.
Alright, let's switch back and see what fucking happens. Thank God I'm fucking recording. Pretty annoyed. Well, thank God I'm not in that shit anymore, but boy, that was fucking dumb. Oh man, that was so stupid. Can't believe how rude people are. There are so many hackers these days that just are trolls and assholes. I don't get it. Why? I just don't get it.
Good to see you, boss.
But though. I don't know what I'm doing. What time is it? Probably lunchtime. Like I say, I was glad I was recording that so I could save it for posterity, I guess, and glad I got to do my demo and show off my empire that I've worked so hard for. So, thanks for watching. Probably we'll eat lunch, depending on if when we do the heist later today. I think we plan on resetting it to try to get the bonus. I'll probably just end up recording that shit since usually we have fun and talk about stupid shit. And the new heist is pretty good if you haven't watched it elsewhere, whatever. So yeah, like I say, thanks for tuning in, and I'm sure I'll catch you guys later.